Hey there, Sag, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of July, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do so is in the description box below. So let's see. Something was working in the recent past. Something was moving, and then somebody self-sabotaged. Now, keep in mind, this could be your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate. They do go both ways. Okay, so the main energy for your reading this month is the World. There's definitely an energy here of closing out a cycle, something coming to an end, but this is actually a very positive change because you've learned a lot of lessons. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've gained the knowledge that you need to gain from this whole experience, and you've kind of closed out that chapter, and we'll see what that's about when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Five of Swords. Something was working here. Something was definitely building, and it was moving in a very, very good direction. But somebody came in with an energy of self-sabotage. So either this was working, this was building, and somebody was like, uh-oh, this is too good to be true. Let me ruin this before, I ruin it, or let me ruin it before it gets ruined. But something was definitely moving in a very, very good direction here in the recent past. So can't wait to see what that's about. In the current situation, you get the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely an ending here in the current situation. And as a result of this ending, there's also a lot of overthinking. Somebody here is showing me like, okay, something came to an end, something ended, and now I'm just all up in my head about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm overthinking it. I'm overanalyzing it. And I just want it to change. I want things to move out of this position of overthinking and move in a much better direction. So it seems like whoever in the recent past kind of self-sabotaged this, now in the current situation is like, oh darn, it's over. It's done. What have I done? Right? That type of thing. Now, in the near future, you get the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Strength. Some of you may be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or somebody that has a lot of Earth in their chart. What I do see here is in the near future, you are showing up in your power. You are showing up as the King of Wands, which again, I don't assign gender to my cards. But there's a bit of a difficult period between you and this person that you're dealing with. And I feel like whoever this person is, whether they're an Earth sign or not, they have a lot of nurturing, caring energy. They make you feel very cared for, very loved, very supported. But it's hard. It's not easy. There's like, it's difficult, right? And again, of course, if you were the one that self-sabotaged, you can't expect this other person to come in with open arms and be like, yes, hurt me again, So let's see. Let's take a look first at the World, which is the main energy for your reading this month. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, again, some of you are definitely dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So what I do see here is things ended with this person. There's a chapter that closed out between you and this other person. And you're showing me here that you are like frozen. It's like something ended, something came to an end, and it's like the energies didn't move past that, right? The reason being is because whoever this person is, you or your person, there's a lot of thinking here. There's a lot of kind of looking at this from a very mental perspective, from a very strategic perspective. And it's kind of like, okay, let's pretend like everything that happened between the two of you is laid out on a map. And whoever this person is, they're kind of like, okay, pause. Let me take a look at this map. Let me see what's happening. Let me see, did I make a right move here? Did I make the right move there? Maybe I should have done this here. Very much like almost like a game plan, but more so looking at what happened and trying to figure out like, is this ending the right ending? Should it have ended? Maybe there was something else that could have been done. Maybe something else could have happened. And in the meantime, it's like this person is just stuck in this ending, just thinking about it and analyzing it and looking at it from like that logical perspective. Let's take a look. I haven't even asked a question yet. Let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles in your recent past and see what that's about. Yeah. For the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Somebody is very, very clear. Like in the recent past, what I see here is the energies were building. They were moving and they were building in a very good direction. It was like whatever this is, whatever happened between you and this other person in the past, it's like, I look at the past, it happened, it sucked, but now things are working. Things are moving into a much more balanced, much more stable direction. And whoever this person is that's feeling this, they're clear. They realize this. It's not like they're like, oh, maybe this is working, maybe this isn't. No. They're looking at the situation, whether it's between you and them or between them and somebody else, and they're like, okay, in the past, this situation was not working. This situation sucked. The situation hurt. Like, it wasn't good. What's happening now is things are moving and building in a very, very beautiful direction, in a very emotionally balanced direction. So whatever was happening here in the recent past, things were very emotionally stable. They were balanced. They were good. Like, it was really, really good. Let's take a look at the Chariot in the recent past. Okay. So I usually only take 3 cards. 4 came out, so I'll take 4. For the Chariot in the recent past, you get the Devil, the Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, somebody was looking at you here like, hey, you are my person. You are the person for me. They wanted to express their emotions. They really wanted to come in and let you know how much they care about you. However, this person has a lot of their own kind of like internal demons. And like I said, something in the past is making them view the situation with you from a bit of a distorted lens. And it's kind of like, part of them knows like, hey, I love my Sag. I want to tell my Sag I care about them. Like, my Sag is my person. But this person is not actually coming in with that energy. The way they're showing up is as the Page of Wands. They're giving you this much, right? So you're like, yeah, this is fun. This is cool. I don't know if they actually have feelings deep down. They do. They have a lot of feelings. They have a lot of love for you, and they view you as their person. But because of their own demons, because of their own fears, because of their own insecurities, they're not fully showing up the way they feel, and they're giving you this much when they had this much to give. Let's take a look at the 5 of Swords in the recent past. So I feel like they were the ones that self-sabotaged this whole thing, but let's see. Yeah, they did. They did. Things were working. And again, I don't know if this is you or them. Take it as it resonates. But somebody here self-sabotaged. You got the 8 of Pentacles already in the recent past. Things were working. Things were building. There was a healing period here. So whether this was a healing internally or a healing between the two of you, this was a very, very good period. And there was a lot of healing happening. And whoever kind of like felt the healing, right? Whoever self-sabotaged, they manifested this whole thing. They wanted this energy. They wanted that emotional stability. They wanted things to work out. And it's almost like Spirit was like, okay, you want this? Here's your manifestation. And then they're like, no, too good to be true. Let me ruin it. So there was an element here of like self-sabotaging, like, I wanted this, I got it, but then let me ruin it before it gets ruined, right? Because it's too good to be true. I don't deserve anything good, so I'm just going to ruin it. Let's take a look at the current situation. I'm going to take a look at the 10 of Swords in the current situation for you. Yep. 10 of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Death, the Wheel of Fortune. There was a brand new beginning in love here. I feel like you and this person had a new beginning, and I do feel like it's somebody that you have a little bit of history with, because this depth of emotion, it's too deep for something brand new, right? I feel like this is you and somebody from the past, or somebody that you at least have some history with. So what I do see here is there was a brand new beginning in love. The energy was there, and then just as quickly as it came in, poof, it closed out. It ended. It all happened very, very quickly. It's like you guys came together, it was working, things were moving, things felt great, then bam, somebody self-sabotaged this, and it's like just as quickly as we had this new beginning, it ended just as quickly. Let's take a look at the 8 of Swords in the current situation. And again, I don't know if this is you or your person, so if you feel comfortable sharing in the comments, I would love to hear what this is all about. For the 8 of Swords, you get the Moon, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Wands. Very, very strong bond. Very strong bond. Whoever this is, they're feeling it. This was a very strong connection between the two of you, and I feel like it still is. But whoever this person is, it's like they feel the feelings, they feel this connection, but because it's too good, because they have all these like insecurities and fears, it feels too good and it feels unsafe for them. So then what do? They disconnect. They take their emotions out of it and they go cold. They're like, I don't want to feel these emotions. I can't let my emotions be the ones guiding me. Let me disconnect emotionally. Let me be cold. Let me be detached, and let me approach this logically. Now, When people do that, what that's telling me is that there's a lot of fear and insecurities here, which is actually causing their mind to run on overdrive. Anytime they feel something good and beautiful like what you guys had, their mind starts looking for ways to poke holes in it. This is going to go bad. This is going to go bad. This is going to go bad. This is how it can go bad. And so what they do is, instead of feeling these beautiful feelings, they try to close themselves off emotionally to not get hurt because of what happened in the past, because of their insecurities, because of their fears, etc. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune in the current situation. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Like I said, things were moving in a very good direction, and whoever this is, they felt it. They knew it. Deep, deep down, they knew that things were moving in a great direction. It's like an intuitive knowing almost, that you two would be able to have a brand new beginning here. And like I said, I feel like this is somebody you have history with. However, just as quickly as this new beginning came in, this person is like, oh, new beginning, this is what I wanted. Let me disconnect. Let me emotionally detach. I can't be emotionally connected to this. And again, this is all coming from a place of pain, a place of insecurities and fears deep within oneself. I don't feel like it's necessarily anything you did. And I don't know why, but I feel like you need to hear that. It's not something necessarily that you did. It's more so this person's own internal demons that they haven't dealt with, that they haven't looked at. And they're like, okay, this is good. It's going to end badly. Let me just sabotage it to begin with. Let's take a look at the near future for the King of Wands. King of Wands is clarified by the Justice, the Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is your energy. In the near future, you're showing me I'm setting things right within myself. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on my independence, on my stability. I'm just going to do me. And you're stepping into a very beautiful energy where you are in your power. There's no pain. There's no insecurity. There's no fear here. It's kind of like, you know what? Hey, I'm doing me. I'm focusing on myself. I'm nurturing myself. I'm focusing on my own internal growth. Like, I get that all this sucked, but I'm not going to let that weigh me down, which is a really good energy to be in. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles for you in the near future. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Judgment. Whoever this person is, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign, they're just sitting there in an energy of just waiting. They're waiting for this change. They're waiting for something to transform, but they're not actually putting any energy in this. So if they're the ones that sabotage, it's almost like they're like, okay, I ruined it. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Let me just wait for my Sag to come in and fix this. And it's like, no, you can't sit here in an energy of just waiting for somebody else to come in and fix your mistakes or make that transformation happen. And they're literally just sitting in an energy of being like, okay, well, I'm not budging. I'm not moving. If they want to fix it, they can come to me. Yeah, but you're the one that wants to change things. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to make a move. I want this, but I'm putting it on them to go and fix it for me, basically. Interesting. Let's take a look at the strength for you in the near future. Strength is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the King of Wands. I feel like it's difficult. It's difficult for you here in the near future. There's a communication, or somebody has the desire to communicate. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's your person. But what you're showing me here is there's some form of communication which is stressing you out. Something is said, something is communicated to you, which makes things very, very difficult for you, and your mind starts overthinking and overanalyzing, and there's a lot of anxiety surrounding what this communication is. So the energy that I'm getting, and this could not resonate for you, but it's almost like, you know, this person did all these things. You're like, okay, whatever. In the near future, I'm just going to focus on myself. And then they come back in and they're like, oh my gosh, Sag, I miss you so much. I want to be with you. And you're sitting here like, well, I was good, but then I heard this, and then I'm starting to think, do I want to do this? Do I not? Da, da, da. It's very, very difficult for you to cope with whatever this message or this communication is that's coming in the near future. So let's take a look. I want to take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for your reading. From the universe, you get the 10 of Cups, the Justice, and the 6 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Queen of Wands, which is your energy. Like I said, I don't assign gender to my cards. Focus on your own stability. Focus on really giving to yourself. Focus on what makes you feel balanced and what brings you happiness. I feel like whoever this other person is, they may make you happy, but there's also a lot of demons that they're dealing with, which you've already dealt with. You're past that point. You're like, I'm not, I'm not dealing with your shit. This is your problem. You need to fix this. And so Spirit's coming in and just telling you, like, hey, focus on really what makes you happy, what makes you feel balanced, what makes you feel good, and spend time and invest your energy in people and things that reciprocate that energy. Equal give and take, right? Not just the one-way street of you giving all this energy and somebody else taking and taking and taking, but not reciprocating equally. So Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here for your next reading. Have a great one, Sag.